Good evening, students, and let me proceed further and discuss more about the nature of soul in a summarized form as discussed by Vishwanath Bhatt in this particular video of mine. And here in the last video, we have seen how he was discussing about the mind and how it is different from soul and what are the qualities of it. Here we will focus more on the soul itself. We all have seen that yes, he is talking about soul, and we have seen that what are the qualities of a soul also: aversion, volition, pleasure, pain, merit and demerit. 6 he gives to us, and through these he says that we gain that particular knowledge, and he says that the soul is not directly perceivable for this particular eternal knowledge. So this means that there is the end of the knowledge which is eternal by nature, which is the ultimate one, I would say, or the end part of the knowledge, and I cannot gain more knowledge more than that. So he's talking about that. However, he says that it is not directly perceivable on one hand. On the other hand, he's talking about the eternal nature of the soul, and that he discusses by introduction of the infinite soul. So here in this particular picture itself, you can see that the soul is being classified into 3 different varieties, that is infinite soul, which is pervading soul, and it is also material, just like matter. He says that yes, it is more or less like matter, and one needs to there is I mean, not much discussion is not there, however he does mention about it. And then he talks about later on about the general soul and the individual souls also, and we will see what the differences are between general soul and the individual soul most probably in my next video, and we will be able to understand it. Here remember this thing, the soul which is present in a body, it has got some qualities, and those qualities are, again I'm repeating, aversion, volition, pleasure, pain, merit and demerit. Merit and demerit due to our actions in this world. And then he says that because of these qualities of the soul, we are able to gain the knowledge. However, the knowledge also has their own varieties and forms of it are there. However, eternal knowledge is something that we are thriving for. He makes it very clear that soul is thirsty about the eternal knowledge, and it is always moving towards that particular knowledge itself. And therefore he says that we have got that particular thirst. It means that there is something called as the infinite soul, and this is eternal by nature, which is again you can discuss it from the point of philosophy of religion, and you can say that yes, this is how they are discussing about it, pervading soul, and it has got its own matter. And in this discussion itself, because we are in a body, he talks about general soul. Again, within I mean my own body, let's say each one of us, we have got a general soul as well as the individual souls, and this I mean this is the contribution of Vishwanath Bhatt in his particular textbook, that is Nyaya Siddhanta Muktavali, and you all should really acknowledge this fact, and we do not see this discussion anywhere else also. So let me come up with yet another part wherein we will discuss more about the differences between the what he calls it as the I would say the general soul which is present out here. And I mean you should start questioning the moment you hear general soul, and I have already discussed with you what is the individual souls in reference to the relations over there. So if they question you, you are supposed to interrelate both of them together and make yourself understandable that yes, there are, and what exactly those differences are is something that you will have to understand it and take care of it immediately. So this is where I'm going to end right now, and let me come with the next discussion of more on the general and the individual souls. Till then, thank you. Bye.